Hey everyone, what's up? It's me, Key. Sticking with that one. Sticking with that, y'all. Can't say I never stuck with anything, because I'm gonna stick with that for at least this week. Anyway, it's Friday. I have been cursed by an evil video game sorceress. She has cursed me to play video games. But they're single-player video games, so it's not that bad. It's me! I don't even remember what DDP used to sound like when he still performed.
Yeah.
Because now he's weirdly soft-spoken. Alright. Alright, where was I? Right. So the theme this week is... Someone's playing bass outside again. I do not get what's been with the last 2 weeks. There's been a lot more bass. So anyway, the theme this week is candy. I probably could have found a more exciting way to introduce that, but the theme this week is candy. Let me switch windows there. That's my desktop. I don't have a themed image this week, but bats are pretty sweet. Alright, so what was our first one?
Gummy shooter.
Gummy shooter is what we're starting with. This is gonna be real gummy. Shoot! Wow! It's from that Shooter Maker program. I'm pretty sure. Certainly looks like it. Or that, or one of the Game Maker ones. Right, created by Samatin. Gummy shooter. Oh my god. That's me. The main character is me. Oh, okay, I was supposed to break my bubble. Oh. Okay, how do I... It's not... What are the controls?
Space.
That's it?
Hold it down.
Oh. Not gonna lie. I'm not having a lot of fun right now. I should have thought of that ahead of time, but it's hard to judge what the games will be like.
I also thought of that.
That's still very loud. No, that's not super loud, it's just a little loud. Louder than I expected.
It's valid.
Here we go. I'm not sure what kind of mechanic this is. Oops. Oh, you can't even do the thing that it teaches you to do with them. Oh shit, I'm learning how to video games. Hooray! Pacifist run. Oh god. If you get too close to something, you're just kind of fucked, huh? I'll try it again. No, don't make me do the whole intro cutscene again. That's rude. Oh. I didn't realize that those also restored your powers and weren't just some score thing. This is adorable. The problem is it makes actually walking a bit of a hassle. Oh. There we go. Ooh. Alright, I'm kind of digging it now that I'm starting to understand what it's doing. I was really worried it was just going to be all like that first level. Yeah, this is cute. There we go. Ooh, shit, that one got me. Oh no, it's a boss character. Oh, I died as soon as I got to the boss character. "1% left till clear," as an infinite number of thug-shaped duck slugs roll across the screen. Thug-faced duck slugs. There we go. That'd be quite an insult. Yeah, duck slugs. Look at them. They're part duck, part slug, part unicycle. Alright, so that's Gummy Shooter. It was cute. I'm not sure it's something I'd enjoy playing for more than a couple minutes. I am having a very hard time focusing right now, and I apologize. I'm gonna try and shake some of it off. That sounds pretty good. Alright, let's try... Thank you, Mox.
That's fine.
You what?
Just have the rest of it.
Oh, thank you. Alright. Alright, so how's everyone doing? Someone could hit bang donate in the chat. I would like to talk about the organizations listed under that command. They are helping protesters all across the country. These protesters are fighting for something that seems as simple as basic human rights. This is something which oftentimes, all too often, Black and Indigenous Americans are subject to. And there are protests ongoing to try and fight to do things like defund the police and, you know, just get people to stop shooting Black people. That'd be a good start. Alright. You can check out those pages, and they list organizations. The second one is an organization. The first one was the Bail Fund Network? Okay. I thought there was one for like a list of organizations.
The local bail funds thing is.
Okay, the local bail funds one is a list. Alright. So check those out. These are organizations that are helping these protests stay afloat all across the nation, and they are still going on despite the fact that the media has effectively stopped coverage. Alright, so now let's move on to cookie dough or die. Of course. Colonel.
But the song have a
Oh, there I am. I was trying to press the arrow keys, because that's everything. Feel like that's a simple choice? I mean, you'd think so. Cookie dough or die. I'm just stealing an Eddie Izzard bit at this point. Do I have a button to talk to people? ZX, enter. And none of the buttons that normally do things in this Game Boy environment seem to be doing anything. So the story here is that there are cookies in the break room, but you are the lowly intern with the desk furthest away from the break room. You're meant to sneak around to the break room before the cookies are gone. I like that. No interaction, only cookies. I mean, you saw the logo, right, Andy? I'm just going through the vents. That seems like a perfectly reasonable way to get cookies. Aw, yeah. Well, I made it back to my own office. Good job, me. I'm impressed by myself. I'm glad this guy can't see past chairs. Oh no! Why are they chasing me? This doesn't make sense. What? I don't understand what happened there. Like, canonically? Because you're an intern, you're not supposed to be away from your desk. Breaks are for the salaried. Fuck stealth. Found a book. No, no interaction, only cookies, still. Free book, I guess. Oh no. I don't know what any of these rooms are. Is this the break room? Oh my god, it is. Oh. We won! I got there right before I got caught. I could use a cookie right now. Well, that was exciting. So that was Cookie Dough or Die.
Oh, wow.
Was that?
Oh, I should think so.
Well, yeah, I wasn't gonna walk past people. That's dangerous. They might engage me in conversation. That was Cookie Dough or Die. That was cute, I guess. Alright, we got Gummy Shooter the Link in the chat. Yeah, that's how I'm saying that now. Gummy Shooter the Link. Alright, next we can play Jawbreaker. Oh, there's some OST OGs. This is the original soundtrack. Alright. Game Maker Studio and Hybrid Games present. There we go. Oh no, now it's not capturing. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Alright, what do we got?
This does game.
Let me just check out what the controls are. UEO-JKL. Or arrows and queezed. I guess I'll do UEO-Jackal. Or it's on arrows by default. We'll just go with the default. Alright. We got queezed and the arrow keys. Oh my god, what? Special attacks on top. Punch, block, and throw at the bottom. Alright. It's a fighting game. I can totally play this. Oh, no, I'm trying to... There we go. This is really cool animation. I literally have not killed the first guy. Huh. I mean, it could be OMG damage. Whoops. Boom! There we go. Why did that seem so much easier that time? Oh no, it's another identical red guy. Oh shit! No, my throw. Oh shit. I died. I don't know if there's much more to see there, but it's really nice looking. You get one attack. Well, you get two attacks because there's throw. And then as your super meter rises, you can use special attacks Q, W, and E to use each level of special attack. In the days before lasers, it was Red Fist versus Blue Fist.
I think we
I don't know, this seems fine to me. I'm just not good at this. There we go. Take that. Take that, jerk ass. Huh, my controls just stopped working. Oh, there we go. For some reason, pressing X just disabled my controls. And I had to press it again to re-enable them. So that's strange. Well, yeah, I think I'm just not good at this. It feels like it should be button mashing, but that doesn't work. Oh my god, turn off your fucking bass. Well, that's miserable. I'm gonna take a quick BRB and see if it ends in a couple minutes. Alright, I'm back. I don't know if the bass has stopped, but it's at least paused briefly. How's everyone holding up? Give this another try. Ah! Oh, I can't just kick him off the side. Oops, I missed. Oh, shit. There we go. Oh no. That's the best I've done. Not by a lot. This is basically super hot. It's punching red. Yes, that describes super hot very well. Ah. Guess I can just keep doing that. There's no jump either. There we go. Alright, I got the... I knocked the red off of that guy. Oh! Just barely. Well, that's how that's gonna go, I guess. Super hot. It's about punching red dudes. Don't even worry about what's Hypno Kink. Hungry, hungry Hypno. Does that, like, eat the minds of the people? The mind eating? The mind eating? Alright. Fear is the mind eater, that's true. I've heard that. Moving right along. I guess next is Peppermint Rush. Alright, let's... The intersection of a couple of kinks. I think so too. Wait, so you can show them a magic trick is what you're saying? That's just there. What a good full screen. I like this full screen a lot. Alright, I can still zoom in. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-da, 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 play. Oh no. Oh no, it's too much. It's too power. What am I doing?
So you use 1, 2, 3, 4 play combos. Scissors, cut, pull, double, like break.
I
Water.
I thought this was a match 3 game. Also, there is no way I can do this kind of time management right now. Alright, here we go. Oh no, those are just dead, huh? I thought those needed to be watered. How do I...
The circle in the middle will be blue.
What? Why is everything dying? I guess because I haven't grown peppermint in too long. Well, there it is, folks. I don't even know how you're supposed to be managing time here. Stuff just seems to be dying regardless. No, I'll save you. But plants? We're winning, damn it. Peppermint rush. I can't rush this fast, not for peppermint. Oh, come on. All right. Good. I feel like there was something going on there, like maybe it was running too fast. No, I don't want to play again. I really don't. That was stressful. Playing that at all, even losing rapidly, that was stressful. Trying to achieve highest score possible. Must prepare the soil and plant the shoots too. But be swift. If you leave any pot unattended for 10 seconds, it will die. Well, that's lame. And the time shortens every time a pot dies? What? Oh no! That explains it, though. Alright. Oh, hi. There's a look behind the scenes, I guess. Wild, right? Alright. So I guess we're gonna do... We've only got 3 games left. Oh wait, yeah, we did Jawbreaker. Got like 4 games left? Alright, we got Rainbow Sugar Go. We got Donkey Doge. We got Mr. Toffee, and we got Chocolate Roll for 2. So I'll do Mr. Toffee. Build.exe. Oh shit, it's just Minecraft again. How does this keep happening? It's like Fancy Mr. Bucket. Keep all participants awake till the event ends. Don't let them fall asleep. Move Mr. Toffee with WASD. Pour coffee at the tables and refill the coffee machine by pressing space. Wind up Mr. Toffee by clicking on him. Oh no.
That's your bar is just energy and coffee.
Okay. This year's local robot jam is here. The participants are already lining up, excited to begin working on new creations. Why, you're one yourself, born and raised here. Falls to you the honorable job of helping humans bring even more ideas to life. Pour all of them some Joe and keep it coming. Have coffee? No. Yay, I have a coffee. I don't... Oh, I have to hold it down. Okay. Now I understand. No, you wake the fuck up, old man. It's not working.
You're right.
I can't move. Oh, I was out of wind-up. I was also out of... I thought that when I was out of coffee, you wouldn't be able to see coffee in me. Well, I think I failed at this one. Alright, I think I understand the controls well enough now that I can do a little better than that. Let's try again. Slurp. Oh, yeah, some Joe? Oh, wake up. Oh no. I think I'm doing worse at video games than usual. Oh, you're dead. That woman is dead. Oh no. I think I'm worse at video games than usual tonight. If me empty, I die. That's about how I'm feeling right now. Fortunately, I'm not empty. I'm not full by any stretch. Having to constantly reach over to wind up Mr. Toffee is kind of infuriating. Also, why do these people want to drink entire pots of coffee, and why is that not enough to help them stay awake? Are they overstressed? Do they need some time off? Ugh. I don't see enough time in this game to be able to keep them all awake. There just doesn't seem to be enough time there. Maybe that's the joke. Can you wind yourself while you siphon coffee? Yeah, I think so. I was trying to click on myself more or less constantly. I was just missing half the time. But yeah, it just feels like you don't have enough time, period. Like, to even finish a round. Alright, well that's Mr. Toffee. I guess now we'll do chocolate roll for 2. Oh no. Oh no, it wrecked my resolution and also it's stretched now, but that's not how it's showing. What the fuck? RPG Maker! Shaking fist. Can I just stretch it? No? I don't know what I can do about that for me. Well, that just makes it stretched like it was a second ago. Capture, game capture. I guess what we're gonna do... We're gonna take game capture here. Capture that. Alright, that doesn't want to capture that way. That's annoying. Try a window capture? There we go. Oh, just for y'all, I'll just stretch it real big. And that's what we're gonna do there. A chocolate roll for 2. Yeah, okay, alright. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're good to go. And a 1, and a 2, and a... Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's 9 o'clock, and you all certainly know what that means. It's time to begin another episode of House Cooks on SMPD. Today, we're going to take a look at a really interesting yet simple dessert that any one of you will be able to make. But more of that soon. Now, it's time to introduce tonight's guests of the show. I reckon we should start with the gentleman on the left. You have the floor, sir. Yes, good evening, everybody. My name is Mac, and I'm 22 years old. In 3 months, I'm graduating from a cooking school. My awards and recommendations are already piling. When I'll become a confectioner chef in the city's finest restaurant, I'll definitely put in a good word for this program. Oh, the ambitions! I'll dial you in 5 years. Better try and don't forget our humble little show. Let's move on to the next participant. What do you have to say, gentleman on the right? Hello? Come on, don't be shy. Yeah, Moore, act naturally. Well, my name is Moore, and Hey, Mac, how did we end up in this place? Oh, don't be like that. With my professionalism and your special cream whipping talent. No, you don't understand. How did we get here? Tonight, we're gonna make a chocolate roll. Elegant and easy to make dish. We'll cook it for 2 persons this time, but you can serve it to a company of any size. Let's start with our foundation, the biscuit. Is it really that important right now? Our main ingredients are dark chocolate, flour, milk, eggs, and sugar. But for a special taste, I like to add a little bit of vanilla to the mix. I should have it right here. Oops, I think I left it over there at the oven. Moore, please bring me that bottle while I'll mix everything else in a bowl. So we take the flour. Well, It's like I have to figure it all out on my own. Frisbee, chill. Looks like a burnt spot was left in the corner. Better not to talk about it. At least one of us should stay in his elements. Mac, self-proclaimed master chef, found a set of 25 different knives somewhere. So far, only 5 were used. The bottle disappeared. I gave him my cutting board a long time ago. All the knife marks on my table are blended together in a texture. At some point, I just made lots of cuts all over it for a better picture. Mac was horrified when he saw the results of my work for the first time. Since then, the cutting board is always by his side, and I don't need it anymore. A to-do list is glued to the fridge door. Nice handwriting, different colors, and it's refreshed daily, too. How much time does Mac take to make it? Max is mixing passionately, not paying any attention to the world around him while cooking, as he always does. Hello, Mac? Mac? The studio is collapsing in front of your eyes. Do you even realize what is going on? Does that really matter more? What? Don't think about it. Let's just make a tasty roll. But how do we... Vanilla. Think of vanilla that you need to find and bring. Just hold on, more. Just hold on. Hey, now there's faces in the trees. A bottle of vanilla. Added vanilla. Trying to get out of here is pointless. Trust me, I tried, but I'm a tree. What's your excuse? Where do I go now? We're floating in the middle of nowhere. Now you know what it's like to sit in a shallow pot with no way out. Although I think I have a solution for you. I talked the stage director into bringing some iodine to the studio. There it is, on the table. A good dose of iodine is good for your health. That's why it's kept in first aid kits. Add it instead of vanilla, and don't be too stingy with it. I did not expect to need CWs right here. But here we are. I think this game might be about dying. This got dark quick. Oh, maybe that's something that could use its own stream, but not really the tone we're gonna go for on this show. The couple routes I did were monsters. Oh, there's multiple routes.
So you can give him the vanilla instead of the iodine.
Alright, we'll try giving him the vanilla.
For the other tree also has something.
Alright, we're gonna keep going. So you're making a cake, eh? Well, actually, it's a roll. What's the difference? How do I explain? A cake has a few layers and a roll only has one, but it's, like a snail. As usual, you didn't get the point. But I like cakes, though. Lemon cakes especially. I talked the stage director into bringing some lemon juice to the studio. Take it over to your pal. Vanilla is too sweet, and a hint of fruit will improve any cake. Our roll is chocolate already. Chocolate goes well with fruit. One of the guests once said that. Take it. Plastic trees won't give you bad advice. Which is the lemon juice? I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea where the lemon juice over on the counter is. It might be because this screen is very small for me.
No, it is because you
But they're telling me to replace the vanilla with the iodine and lemon. The faces didn't appear until I picked up the vanillas, is the thing. Alright, well, let's just give him fucking vanilla then. That's what he asked for. So, did you get the right thing? Sure. Great, hand the bottle over. And just like that, we obtained this wonderful biscuit dough. And like I promised, let's add some vanilla before putting it in the oven. Good color, good smell. Your program is not letting me down with ingredient pits. I hope you'll consider that later. Alright, we're mixing it in. Now let's give it a small taste test. Not too sweet, but strong presence. Just the taste we require. More, try some.
I didn't taste it well enough. Can you get me some more?
More?
Quality control, Mac.
What if you added too much? So, is this Mac and more characters, like, in a series or something?
Quality control, Mac. What if you added too much?
Well, it's time to hold our biscuit in the oven for a while. I'll carry the tray over there. More, get all the cream ingredients from the fridge. And bring them to the table, untouched.
You can rely on me.
Well, I get Mac and more like the singer, but I feel like these characters feel like they're pre-established.
Did you hear that?
But if you don't have a sprayer, just use a regular spatula. You can equally spread the biscuit with it too.
Mac, this fridge is screaming.
Oh, that sound? No, that's just someone stepping on a cable. Don't mind that.
What cable?
Occupied!
Huh?
What are you staring at? You're on private property.
I just need some eggs and butter.
Eggs? Butter? Maybe you want a glass of milk before you go?
Well, yes, I need that too.
Ah, go on and try getting into my fridge. I'll leave you with no arms. Go jump off the edge. Might as well find out if this hole has a bottom.
Huh. That was real strange.
Haven't I made myself clear? Turn around and go away. There's no one in the fridge,
But everything is scattered in chaos. Eggs are broken, milk is dripping from cartons. Added remaining food. These should be enough for something.
dough needs to bake for 10 minutes at 220. We'll come back to it later. And here comes more. Are we good to go?
Sure thing.
Was it hard?
Oh, really? But there's still the scent.
And so we're done with the dough. Let's go ahead and mix the cream. I'll hand it over to Moore. He's been acting quiet as of late.
I just don't like showing off in front of a camera.
Come on, it's the right time to socialize a bit.
I'd rather do it some time in the future.
What do you mean? It's the perfect opportunity for you. We are watched by tens of thousands of people. When else will you have a chance to come to talk to a crowd this big? Let's proceed to the table. Go on, you might as well rest from running around like that. Maybe I should start acting like you and concentrate.
Maybe I should start acting like you and concentrate on the cooking. Looks like a burnt spot is left in the corner.
Well, where do I rest? The fridge dweller's really weird. He thinks that nothing can hurt him inside of his box. He keeps talking about how he saw a fridge surviving a nuclear blast in a movie.
Probably that's why he went insane. You shouldn't watch garbage.
I think this person didn't like that last Indiana Jones movie. There we go, you missed the point again. But the guy is actually harmless, though. I'll feel sorry for him when this stage will finally go off.
It won't.
It's a shame none of you can fly like us.
Yes.
A lot of things make me upset. Stage lights, tasteless decorations, dull and monotonous lineups of guests. But the most frustrating thing right now is the fact that there's no mirror around me. I so want to grow a couple of limbs and drive it into your face just so you could take a good look at yourself! Allowing some blue douche nozzle from the fridge to push you around. Don't be a wimp and slam his face with the door. Don't be a wimp, grab a knife and cut his heart out. I'd recommend the fish knife, although you'll take the cheese knife, you'll earn some of my respect. Just a tiny bit. Don't hold your nose too high. Alright, I don't know where to go to rest. So, what exactly is our cream made of?
Well, we take half of the sugar, mix it up with the starch, separate egg whites from the yolk and toss them aside. We don't need that anymore.
Yes, get rid of the whites.
Don't interrupt me, okay?
I'm helping you overcome your stage fright more.
The stage has flown away. Or did we fly away from the stage? There's actually no cameras around. You think that...
Fine, keep your mind on cooking.
Yeah, right. Just don't interrupt me anymore, okay?
You got it. My mouth is locked, sealed by burnt caramel, and fixed in place with fruit skewers.
Yeah. So then we pour in the milk and keep mixing.
And it's time to open our house cook's hotline. It goes the same as always. Dial the number on screen to say something to our guests. Seymour, we're not alone. Yes, we'll be pleased to answer any of your questions. Ask about bakery and all kinds of things.
Mac, why are you doing this too?
Oh, pardon me. Where have you stopped?
I'm already done. We have the remaining milk and sugar boiling on the stove. Pour the stuff we made before in it and start stirring. The stirring part's easy. 2 times clockwise, 2 times counter, 2 times clockwise, etc., etc. I hope everyone got it.
And while Moore's cream is coming up, we're eager to hear your sweet voices.
Clockwise, clockwise,
counterclockwise, counterclockwise. And we have the first call in. Hello, can you hear me? Yes, you're on.
Good evening.
Good evening.
You know, I mixed this dough just like you said.
And you know, it's not as brown as you have it on TV. You know, more reddish, almost brick red. Fascinating. And I wonder why is that? I think it's in the chocolate. Who knows what it's made of? Exactly. Moore, what are your thoughts on this?
Nobody cares?
There was a documentary not long ago, and they had that woman go into the chocolate factory, and you know what happened next? No, what happened? Opens up the door, and then... And your time's up.
About the color, you might want to check preferences on your TV box.
That's right. Couldn't have said it better myself.
Clockwise, clockwise, counter, counter.
Meanwhile, we have another call. Good evening, you're on.
Listen carefully.
Sure, I'm all ears.
This is your last chance of getting out of here alive. Making this roll won't change anything. In the end, the studio is going to be completely destroyed.
Oh, I think you called the wrong number.
Clockwise, clockwise, counter, counter.
Alright then, we're getting ready to take one more phone call. We're waiting.
You won't have to. Our hotline is completely decimated. Listen to me. I don't know how much time you have, but it's not enough. By participating in this farce, you only move the system forward. I'm just trying to help.
Excuse me? Moore, you're not going to...
Counter. I'm sending you down the ladder. It's up to you whether to climb it or not.
Alright, we're done with phone calls. Actually, we still have...
Counterclockwise.
How's the cream doing?
It's finished. Now it needs to cool down for a bit. Great, now let's pick our biscuit dough. It's been baking for maybe a little too long now. Turn off the stove before leaving. What? Everything here is gonna fall apart anyway, but at least I'll know it wasn't my fault. Don't forget about the biscuit. Where are you going, Moore? Did you really believe that stranger on the phone? I don't know who to believe, so I'll believe anyone right now. Believe me then. There's no way out. There's nothing but this show, do you understand? We just need to hold on, follow the program, and finish the role. We're almost done. You can't give up right now. No. I can't stand even one more second in this. I'm lost for words. Probably not a big surprise. Let's gather up and go. You're wrong, and you fail to understand that. At some point, this ladder will disappear and you'll fall into the void. But you won't be falling alone. My dear viewers, it's time we turn off the stove. What's that? A biscuit? Mech! The biscuit is aggressive! Alright, that's my new favorite sentence. The biscuit is aggressive. There's no escape from the biscuit. Oh shit. No, I won't lose to a biscuit. Do I have any items? No. No skills. All I can do is lash out. Defeat. Let's not mention this ever again. Right. This really went too far. Anyway, the roll. We have the roll ready. Here's some dough that I scraped. And now we carefully spread the cream, and then even more carefully, like this. Ta-da! And just like that, with a few simple steps, you can have a roll of your own. Now to put it in a fridge for some time, and then it'll be ready for serving. You're not even gonna do a taste test? I tasted enough. Thank you very much for suggesting. Yes, someone did real well with forgetting everything. What can I say? You're the best when it comes to forgetting. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, tonight's House Cooks episode is right about done. Comments, suggestions, maybe even your own recipes? Send it all to us using the address you see on the TV screens right now. Stay tuned next for our 5-hour-long shopping broadcast. Only on SMPD. Good night, everybody! So that's cute. That is about these two guys in a perpetual time loop, I guess. That's rad as fuck. That's chocolate roll for 2 if you want to go through it and make different choices. Because there's lots of endings, apparently. That's cool as hell. Alright, I'm going to take a quick BRB. And hopefully we'll be back in just a few minutes. Don't go anywhere.